Comrades, welcome to episode, and I forgot again, 22. Um, First English episode with the brand new branding. As you can see, Shield has done his magic, and it looks amazing. All our platforms now have a uniform color coding, banners where applicable, and new avatars. It's astounding. On today's episode, we're going to have a look at Martin Hargreaves. He's going to have a talk tomorrow on the digital euro to discuss the fungibility and the interoperability of that. That's on July 7th. We're going to have a look at that, what that's going to entail. Tokenicer posted a tweet on Oracle. They posted some stuff. We're going to have a look at that. And the Digital Pound Foundation issues a financial stability report. Sorry, the Bank of England did, and Digital Pound Foundation tweeted on that. So we're going to have a stab at that as well. Tim, how's life?
Pretty busy. Lots of stuff to do. Yeah. And I forgot I had other appointments, so now we're doing an emergency Quamfy show on Wednesday evening.
Yeah.
But besides of that, everything is fine, I guess. Really loving the new style, the new design. Our new designer has done an amazing job. As you can see, it's brand new. It looks really lovely. So that's giving me a lot of energy, which I don't really feel this night, but we'll see how we'll be doing. How are you, Jarno? You just came back. You are like 180 degrees different than I am at the moment. You have a lot of energy. You were in some kind of secret meeting.
Yeah, and I was having a meeting. One of the projects I'm in, and getting a lot of energy from that. It's also draining a lot of energy. Had another busy day with the kids. Just a lot of balls to keep up in the air, but a little bit tired, but really excited for a lot of stuff that's coming up, and I'm eager to record this show. So yeah, let's start to say that there's not a lot that has been happening the last the last week. Crypto markets seem to be picking up a little bit. Could be the dead cat bounce. Who knows? I don't know. I have no clue. I don't even know what it means. I know there's all these hype things that keep being said. I know people are scared out of their minds. I'm hearing more and more people getting out of the risk on. People selling their wallets, expecting a lot of volatility in July on earnings and on the Fed and a bunch of other things. They think there's going to be a recession, that's going to be announced formally, and they expect a potential dump. I'm not so sure. I think that the opposite could very well be happening. Obviously, not financial advice, but when the cat is literally out of the bag and somebody with authority says the cat is out of the bag, i.e., we're in a recession, could potentially even rally crypto. I don't know. Stranger things have happened. We'll see. I'm still fully invested. I did make some trades. I got back in some positions that I sold. Some of my shit coins that I talked about a couple episodes back. One of it was L-Pool, added a bunch of that, and I got some Merit Circle back.
I think Merit Circle?
Yeah, they are tied to Eden Horde NFT, and they're tied to some other social platforms. Could be interesting. I don't know. Got a moon bag. We're like really cheap right now, as most things are, and I felt frisky. Thought I'd take a gamble. So who cares? But yeah. So again, I'm still fully in quant for as much as possible, like well over 99%. Got some shit coins for fun, and what I'm seeing in quant, and there was a discussion today in the Quamfy lounge. There's a lot of new wallets being added for QNT. We added well over 20% more wallets in the last 6 months, something like that, some crazy number, and well over 2K in the last week and a half, I believe, which is an astounding number. And
yeah, actually, this is something we should address in the intro. Let's look at it. I think this is a very interesting thing.
Okay.
Right? You must make a bit of a topic out of this.
I am looking it up. What is interesting is that when those things happen, obviously, then you get the rationale people come and point out that it is most likely people are leaving the exchanges. That's what I talked about with the fear. People are scared out of their minds. What Voyager?
Hasn't Voyager, I mean, I didn't really follow the crypto market today, but I read something about Voyager filing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy,
Yeah,
something like that.
yeah, they did. I saw some notifications of that. But not going to
Well,
provide a source. Can't be bothered to look it up.
that is that's kind of shocking. I remember, I don't know, a year ago or something, Voyager was this huge exchange or crypto company that was about to take over Europe or was doing well in Europe. I don't even know
Gilbert
anymore.
actually wrote in Telegram, we need, and this is paraphrasing, we need institutional trusted partners like Voyager, Bitstamp, Coinbase, and Voyager was explicitly named, which is interesting. Now, what I read was that Voyager actually filed for bankruptcy. They got necked by overexposure to AC3 and something else. So it was all a domino from UST actually
What?
dying, something like that. Like I said, don't quote me on that. I can't be bothered to look it up right now. What we were talking about was this. So we have the daily holders, and as you can see here, from the 27th of June, there we had a minus 358, and from then on the numbers are plus 95, 194, 243, 206, 594, 434, 279, 223, and 295. So that's like an average of roughly 300 additional wallets a day, which is pretty cool. And if you look at the weekly holders, right now we're at 56,034. Looking back from June 1st, it's minus 1,063, then plus 1688, 753, 1372, 382, and then since July 6th, or the week of July 6th, we added 2,273 wallets.
And it should be noted that the minus 1,060 something,
Yeah.
that's a bug. That's usually a glitch. The tracker that we use glitches a lot.
ETH
And
Flower.
then I don't know. And then the one day it goes minus, and the other day it goes into plus. So
Yeah.
that's really better.
What
Anyways,
is...
it's like a hockey stick. It's going up, and
Yeah.
whatever the reason is, it's a good sign, I think.
Yeah, and like I said, then the bears come out of play again, because no, that's just people leaving the exchanges and getting into their new cold wallets. When I asked for evidence, I was told to kind of go fuck myself, to put it short.
What?
That I should do the research myself. I'm like, dude, you're coming with this news. You are talking about that these are just people leaving exchanges and putting it into cold wallets.
But
Put your money where your mouth is. It's pretty easy to do the research. Check the wallets.
and even when what it means that people are leaving the exchanges, that still means they apparently have the fate to hold QNT and put it on a cold storage. So how would that be a bearish argument? I don't really get it.
Well, I find it a bearish argument. I think it's it's denying that there are new holders coming to the table. Because no, it's not new holders, because people say, oh, we added 2,200 wallets this week. No, it's not new holders. It's people fleeing the exchanges. And I think
regardless, I don't think it's bearish. Okay. Because it means if you put something in cold storage, it usually means that you have long-term faith.
That's fair.
You don't put something in gold storage because you need to sell your groceries next week. Because you might want to use the mighty Uniswap.
Yeah.
And the mighty Ethereum network, right?
Yeah.
You're not doing that. You usually put something in cold storage and forget about it. And check in 2025.
Yeah, agreed. So it could be that, could be utility, could be a lot of things. Like I said, I haven't done the legwork. I could but it just takes so much time. And there are people that love doing that, and I hate it, to be frank. So we'll see how that evolves, and if this growth persists or not.
And the thing is, you can look at it for hours, but you still don't know what will cause it.
You're none the wiser regardless.
You're still speculating left or right. There are more interesting things to do. However, there are some very cool community members like Sebastian and Hungarian would really put out all the work to track it, and they actually do very useful work, but just tracking those individual wallets, I don't know. I must say though, I mean, I do remember that like a year ago, everything is a year ago. It feels like what happened? What happened in the meantime? Like the community went from something that was ambitious to a bunch of people crying in the dark corners of Telegram. Not all of us, but some of us.
Yeah.
Anyway, there was this graph and this chart. I don't know. At least there was a figure where they kind of inventorized how the wallets were being divided. So how many wallets contained like exactly the distribution. So how many wallets had like 1 QNT, 10, 50, 100, 200, etc. I would be really curious to see how such a division would such a distribution, I mean, would play out nowadays as we see an increasing amount of wallets coming in. And also, we know, I think it was Hungarian who said it somewhere in the chat, I don't really remember, was that we basically added, since all-time high, we kind of added an equal, more than actually, we added more wallets than during the entire $40 stablecoin meme.
Yeah, and that was
obviously also because
tokens.
Yeah, obviously also because that was a shorter period, but we
did.
It
was 4 months.
Yeah, okay, but
yeah, no, but I agree. So there is stuff happening on chain. At least there's activity. There's no pertinent decline.
Yeah, we definitely aren't bad.
Yeah, not at all. So what you guys see right now on the screen is our beautiful new branding. You see the same banner as we have on the YouTube. Lovely new avatar, everything in the same style. There's still some old stuff around still, but if you're going to look at the YouTube channel, you're going to see that all the thumbnails have also become uniform. Episode numbers obviously are different, and in the future we're going to keep on doing that unless we're going to have specials. Then we're going to have custom thumbnails for that, so you can recognize them easily. As for the FA, you see before you a tweet by Quant Network reading, tomorrow Martin joins the Digital Pound Foundation and the Digital Euro to discuss fungibility and interoperability in the digital money ecosystem. Hashtag future of finance today, hashtag paytax CBDCs, and hashtag stablecoins. I love the fact that they restrict comments to only people that they follow themselves or mention.
Oh, it is lovely. It is absolutely lovely. They should have done that much earlier.
Yeah. Saves a lot of people from embarrassing themselves.
It is amazing.
Okay. So what are we looking at? This is the Digital Pound Foundation website. I, for some reason, have an unsecured .https. I don't know why. Tim's website does work properly, but I'm taking one for the team in this case. Pray for me. So what you see here, this is about event. It reads live webinar fungibility and interoperability in the digital money ecosystem with Martin Hargreaves, Osmene Mundeng, Diego Ballon Ocio, Jonas Gross, and Jana Pache. Jana Pache. Usually you don't have that much difficulty with names, but this is embarrassing. Apologies for this. But it's organized by the DEA, the Digital Pound Foundation, in cooperation with Ripple and the CBDC think tank. It reads, in this joint webinar co-hosted by the Digital Euro Association and the Digital Pound Foundation, as part of a series of partnerships collaborations, we will explore the concepts of fungibility and interoperability, how they interrelate, and why they are important considerations for the future of new forms of digital money in any jurisdiction. Fungibility is not something that is often considered in depth in discussions of digital money, yet it is fundamental to how our system of money works today and to our ability to transact easily, seamlessly, and transparently between existing public, i.e. cash and central bank reserves, and private, i.e. commercial bank money. It's so fundamental, in fact, that most people don't even consider or question how this system works at present. Our panelists will dive into the following questions, amongst others. One, what is fungibility and how does it matter when we consider the relationship between public and private forms of money, i.e. CBDCs and stablecoins? Two, which fungibility considerations are there for a digital euro or a digital pound? Three, how can a jurisdiction's legal and regulatory framework support fungibility between CBDCs and stablecoins? Four, what's the difference between fungibility and interoperability? And five, how can interoperability support fungibility to create a healthy and diverse ecosystem for new forms of digital money? And during this webinar, you will have the opportunity to ask questions to the speakers. If you're there, please behave. And the participants are the people that I named earlier, and the moderator is Jana Pachai, which I also named. So there's somebody from the blockchain and multi-party system, Accenture, Quant, someone from Clifford Chance, someone from the Digital Euro Association, and a Digital Pound Foundation member. Really cool, really curious. This is not their first meeting, right? So this is not going to be episode 1 Dog and Pony Crypto 101 meeting. I hope. So maybe we
can only hope.
Yeah, maybe we're gonna get some juice or something like that. That would be great. But we'll see. Fungibility, interoperability, the difference. I think it's I think it's really interesting, and not sure if we can we attend. Register for the event. I clicked it. To register, please visit the following URL: eventbrite.de. Let's see where that gets us. 133 followers. It's free. We'll leave a link to this and to all the other things in the description. While you're there, leave a thumbs up. Make sure to like and subscribe. Leave a comment. And yeah, leave us some feedback on what you think of the new branding. If you have any other feedback, how is my audio today? Am I more balanced with Tim? I had some feedback of the Dutch episode that I was that Tim was a lot louder than I was. Never heard that before, so
it was pretty funny. People said in the chat that Jarno was talking, and then suddenly I start talking, and they're like, "Ah, where does the sound come from, man?"
Yeah, usually I'm the one getting accused of that.
It's usually the other way around, and when I listen to the audio myself, usually Jarno is loud, and then I myself am not very loud.
Yeah.
Weird.
Well, I tweaked some settings. I hope it's okay. Let me know.
Yeah, and we're still working on the audio. I think Jarno is in doing some research into a new microphone.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Looking for a body mic kind of thing. Something that I can do my rave thing without getting constricted by cables. Okay, so what we see here is a tweet by Tokenicer, and he tweeted, "I wonder what at Oracle is trying to get at here." It's from July 4th, and he has a check mark and then REST APIs, check mark multi-blockchain, check mark API gateways. And what we see here is blockchain is transforming businesses. Easily create a blockchain network. Easily create a permissioned multi-party blockchain network for secure collaboration in minutes. quickly integrate with your back office applications, and deploy a secure multi-party blockchain network in production without all the painstaking work to integrate all dependencies. And then this is obviously written by Oracle. And then they have a hyperlink, which we cannot click, and it reads, view the blockchain platform demo, 3 minutes and 17 seconds. Interesting. The next is enterprise adapters and rich REST API. That rich REST API I have read before on the QRC-20 Tokenise Connect.Quant Network page, I think. Easily connect diverse on-premises or cloud back office systems and clients to drive blockchain transactions and consume blockchain events. Built-in API gateway supports REST APIs, even subscriptions with callbacks and custom user enrollments. And another hyperlink to explore the REST APIs. And the next one is an open interoperable multi-cloud blockchain. Choose the cloud, on-premises or hybrid deployment option that works for you. For diverse ecosystems, you can deploy in or out of Oracle Cloud and interoperate with other Hyperledger Fabric nodes. Use DAML or Solidity smart contracts in addition to native Fabric chain codes. Orchestrate integrations with other popular ledgers. And then it reads a hyperlink, read about multi-cloud blockchain. And the
Wait
fourth...
a second.
Yeah.
I haven't seen this before. Right, this is completely new. Sorry. Uh-oh. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm listening to what you're going to say. You say this is completely new. Tim, did you crash? Did I crash?
Oh, no.
No, I'm still here.
Okay, yeah, well.
What's the problem?
Apparently my internet is unstable.
Okay, well, you're still here. I can hear you.
Okay.
So, Tim goes problem solving. I'll go robust managed service. Dynamic administration. Gain a competitive advantage using highly available, secure and scalable blockchain as a service with built-in identity management and governance, on-chain access control, enterprise-grade performance, dynamic scale-out, and analytics integration. Take advantage of an intuitive operations UI, a rich set of DevOps APIs, managed zero downtime patching and upgrades, and dynamic scale-out for growing workloads. With the hyperlinks, explore the platform and explore managed service advantages. Well, these are most of the usual suspects when you talk about Quant Tech. The REST APIs with the built-in API gateway, to me at least, is a dead giveaway. I think this is a fabulous find. We know, of course, that Oracle is in bed with Quant well, and they have been patting each other on the back for at least a year now. They're Oracle certified for their blockchain, and it's beautiful to see these things cross the Twitter.
It is.
Yeah.
No, yeah. It's a weird coincidence. Exactly at the moment I wanted to interrupt you, my internet fell away.
I know.
But then I said, wait a second, and then I was...
Yeah, I pushed the button.
Oh, great.
No. What did you want to say? You're like, okay, I've never seen this before.
You're a hacker interrupt Tim button. No, I wanted to say, well, I've never seen that before. So when has that been uploaded? I kind of missed it.
July 4th.
And the thing is, with those tweets, sometimes stuff gets recycled.
Yeah.
And then people recycle things I've seen like a year ago or like 6-7 months ago, and they just recycle stuff. But sometimes it's also completely brand new. So on what kind of side of the spectrum are we here? Is this new, or has this been mentioned already? I'm not sure. Where does it originate
What part
from?
are you getting at? Because the Oracle partnership is known.
Yeah, but has this been on the website forever, or is it new?
I don't know. I have no clue. There's no link in here.
No, that's the question I am. Tokenicer, if you listen to this.
Yeah.
Where is this from? Since when?
Yeah. Post your sources. It's yeah, I'm curious as well.
Yeah, but
Oh.
but mhm.
No, I was thinking we could do a Google, but that's going to be a shit show.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we should just ask Tokenicer, I guess. But still, it's really nice. It just shows that the evidence for API gateways and the entire Gilbertism around Overledger
Yeah.
is
Interoperable multi-cloud
omnipresent at this
blockchain.
point. Yeah, you see it everywhere. See it popping up.
And we know Hyperledger Fabric is with Overledger as well. DAML, from what I remember from Sun, is also a solution that does kind of what Quant does, but on a more limited scale, and I believe not to legacy. Not really well read up on DAML.
DAML, yeah.
DML, there's something with that. I could actually look that up really quick.
What is DAML, by the way? I mean, I've seen it. If you ask me what it is, I have no clue. I couldn't tell you, honestly.
Yeah, it's a digital asset. I don't know.
Money lending,
No.
laundering,
Let's see.
leasing.
No, it's also an interoperability thing.
I haven't got the slightest idea what it is.
Yeah, I'm blanking on it as well.
But I have seen it. That's
Yeah.
the thing, right? I mean, all this kind of stuff. Yeah, I've seen it somewhere, probably in a message in the console, but no clue
Yeah,
what it is.
that's a good idea. I can search there. Do you have something interesting to add, Tim, while I'm doing my best to
find this? Yeah, just thinking of when Oracle tweeted, at least posted what Tokenicer tweeted.
got something.
I just cannot remember that. So it might be new.
So okay, this was the message.
Okay.
Whoa, so Simba now supports the fifth and most difficult form of interoperability, interchange. Is this because Simba is a white label of Overledger, and this explains why the Simba Quant partnership went quiet all of a sudden some time ago? Or has Simba developed this product capacity in-house? Are we Quamfy? And Son responded, DAML also offers this. Better than Quant, the interchange part. Quant can also do it, but the languages have to be the same, according to just the tech guy. So Solidity and ETH can move to near with Solidity, I think. Simba has always been about interchange as far as I know, but not MDApps, etc. Can't find anything if they solved interoperability. In the end, doesn't matter. Corda, Simbachain, Hyperledger, Quant are just tech suppliers. The clients decide, and they will always go for combinations of best techs, which Quant obviously is with DAML. So it's a little bit of a sloppy write-up, but DAML does the interchange thing well, apparently, but it doesn't have the interoperability coverage that Quant does. Nikki also says DAML and Cactus are enterprise solutions. DAML seems professional, but if it's only interoperable within their own language, I don't even consider it competition. And I agree. That's kind of like the interoperability that many of the other layer ones have.
Yeah.
They can interoperate, but you need to code in the same language, in the same style. Quant obviously supports well over 12 programming languages and more. So not a competitor in that, by that means, but they talked about what was the context again? Yeah, use DAML, so that's their language, or Solidity smart contracts in addition to native Fabric chain codes. So that was not talking about a solution, but a language. DAML was a language apparently. So yes, we can talk to each other as long as we both speak Spanish. Riveting. Or am I lowballing it now?
Not sure. Sounds like the if you put it that way, it sounds like the XRP solution. Oh yeah, sure. The entire world is interoperable as long as you use XRP. Yeah,
The best.
the best.
The best. Okay. Let's just dive into the next one. It's going to be a freight train today, people. So we are on the digital.
You know what the funny thing is?
No.
Sorry, before diving into at the start of this episode, we were like, I was like, yeah, we shouldn't push content out of the blue. So if there's no sake for making content, because there's nothing to talk about, and then just Jarno goes like, there's nothing. He just pulls it out of his sleeve.
Yeah.
And here it is. It's complete freight train. Lovely. Okay, timestamp.
That's
here we go. Bank of England.
That's the quant conundrum. Like I said in the trailer. Watch the trailer on the YouTube or on the podcast platforms. We are everywhere. Was a one and done. Some pretty awkward moments. Pretty cool to watch, I think. But we spoke about what a ginormous rabbit hole quant is, and that there's always something to talk about. Hence, we can create an episode every week and fill 1 to 2 hours.
It's insane if you think about it. We can simply just, because of our verticals, we can literally virtually talk about everything, and it will tie into the project.
It's true for podcasts as well. Peak diversification is 100% QNT. Today, the Bank of England, this is the Digital Pound Foundation, mind you, published its financial stability report. I haven't read this, calling for greater regulation of the crypto asset sector. You heard what they did there? And there's an article, and it is on Ledger Insights, where we are right now. And it reads, the Bank of England calls for crypto regulation to head off systemic risks. Posted on July 5th of the year 2022. Today, the Bank of England published its financial stability report, which calls for greater regulation of the crypto asset sector. And this is good. This was my addition to this. So far, the traditional financial system, good, very good. So far, the traditional financial system has very little exposure to crypto assets, meaning there has been little stability risk from the recent crypto crash. However, as commercial banks get more involved in the sector, the interconnectedness, love that word, will increase systemic risk. Quote, this underscores the need for enhanced regulatory and law enforcement frameworks to address developments in these markets and activities, end quote, said the Financial Policy Committee. FPC for short, Financial Policy Committee. So the FPC noted that the crypto crash was similar to past events in the traditional system. These include fire sales and leverage amplifying price falls. And yeah, this all started kind of with the Luna Terra thing, and people, traders, maybe VCs are going big game hunting, as I will call it, meaning they are looking for shorts, people that have leverage or other ways.
Oh, for sure. There is a lot of reason to spread FUD and buy back in lower. And
this goes even further, because if I have a couple of $100 billion and I know for a fact that you are short a bunch of things, and you have collateral up to a certain point, and I can then dump the market far enough that you get liquidated, as long as the price keeps dropping, you need to put down more collateral. And that's the short squeezes that did what they did with the AMC and the Wall Street Bets thing. So if you can push the price down low enough, you can actually make companies default. And that's what happened with, I believe, 3AC in a way. They had a lot of UST and that didn't work out, and so Bitcoin. I'm probably butchering this, so correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. But as a result, there was a cascade of liquidations because people couldn't put up enough collateral fast enough, and with short your depending on how you have your stop losses and stuff, but you still need to pay your bills and you pay your debt. And if you get liquidated, then everything that you have as collateral gets sucked away or destroyed, and then you're gonna have a pretty big problem.
Doom.
Yeah. So that's what they're talking to, and that all started in a way with the terror of, let's call it a rug pull for crypto purposes. Interesting stuff. So it continues. Stablecoin regulation. Additionally, it highlighted the need for regulation of stablecoins, with work already in progress both domestically and internationally. In April, the UK's Treasury published the results of a consultation. It suggests that the Bank of England should have oversight over systemic stablecoins, as it does for banks. The following month, the Treasury published another consultation paper to deal with a failed systemic stablecoin provider. It gives the Bank of England the ultimate say in an insolvency event. Smaller stablecoins will be governed by amended e-money legislation, similarly to Europe's MiCA legislation. There's a bunch of hyperlinks in this text. If you want a deep dive, follow the link in the description and go there, and you can rabbit hole from there on. Notably, in March, the Bank of England clarified that it does not want a systemic stablecoin backed by commercial bank deposits, because that would introduce systemic risk to the financial system. Apart from run risks, it might mean that the commercial bank would have to hold more high quality the bank would have to hold more high quality liquid assets, limiting its ability to grant credit. There's also an interest in designing a guarantee scheme for stablecoins similar to that available to bank account holders. However, the bank considers that will be tricky and take time. That's because there will be a small number of systemic stablecoins, making it harder to pool risks. And there's no desire to mix any stablecoin backstop with the banking system's compensation scheme. And what is interesting, and I'm going to open this link to the tag MiCA thing, because there were numbers, and those numbers are astounding, and I'm going to tell you why. Let me see if this is the one. I think we addressed that previously, maybe in the last episode, but the new MiCA has suggested that banks, if they want to put crypto on the balance sheet, they need to have it backed 1250%. So if you want one Bitcoin and one Bitcoin is 100,000, then they're going to be needing 1.25 million in liquid high quality assets to back that up. Yeah, I'm trying to look for the source because I have a poor reputation regarding numbers.
Quick maths.
But that is interesting. And also they talked about when can a stablecoin be held by a bank, and that was only if the stablecoin has not depegged more than 0.1%, no more than 3 times in a month, in a year. No, numbers like that. Let me see. MiCA 1250% backing. Basel rules for crypto assets stricter. Yeah, so this is the article I talked about. Basel's bank rules for crypto assets get stricter for stablecoins, lighter for crypto. Yesterday, the Basel Committee on Banking Supervision published a revised consultation on the capital requirements for crypto asset risk exposures. This is an inversion of the initial proposals issued last year. While some had hoped for more relaxed rules, with one major exception, they're stricter, as the head of the committee warned previously. All mainstream stablecoins are unlikely to pass the tests. so they will be treated as extremely high risk like other cryptocurrencies. Apart from allowing for hedging, as before, the Basel Committee clarifies crypto assets into traditional assets using DLT, stablecoins, and cryptocurrencies. The previous article elaborates on how Basel rules work in general. The key changes are an overall limit on exposure to cryptocurrencies to 1% of tier capital. So there's a tier system they need to abide by apparently, and they can have only 1% of each wallet in crypto. The other point is a recognition of hedging of cryptocurrencies, stricter rules for stablecoins, and for traditional assets tokenized using DLT, there's an infrastructure risk of 2.5%. The one area of significant accommodation is hedging, where risk exposures to cryptocurrency are hedged. The amounts are netted, but there is a 100% capital charge. That's significantly better than previously, which effectively ignored hedging. For all other cryptocurrency exposures, the risk weighting is the highest given for any risk at 1250%, making it unattractive for banks to keep them on the balance sheet. And this is good. And I'm going to tell you why. Banks do lending, banks have collateral, and banks do all these things that make them money, that pay them interest, but they also do trading and stuff, but they need the collateral. And since cryptocurrencies can simply just drop 80% or 60 in case of Bitcoin the last time or now, meaning that if they have only one-to-one backing, that they lose 60% of their money. And if a bank defaults, that obviously brings huge problems for everything that is behind it, and also for us, the customers, obviously, and for the economy. So what they're doing, they're just putting up this 1250%, and it literally disincentivizes them to get Bitcoin or other shit on their balance sheet.
But this is interesting, and I was just trying to process what you just said, and it also kind of provides an answer to the question why people ask a lot of times why it is that institutions don't really, or companies don't really buy QNT themselves. Well, this is one of the reasons.
Yeah, it's just super high risk. And even for traditional assets tokenized using DLT, so take an example, a building, there's an infrastructure risk of 2.5%. So they're actually saying there's a chance that the DLT will crash or will stop working, or that it will give issues in some way, shape, or form. At least that's how I interpret it. And if you disagree, please let me know. I'm always open to understanding and learning. But yeah, so they recognize that it's there, that they recognize that there should be regulation, and that it's different. But yeah, they're rating it at a very specific amount of percentages of risk. At least they're taking it seriously. And does a bank have any business holding onto crypto? I don't know, not yet, I think. But yeah, let's move on to the article. So Basel proposed stablecoin requirements, because this is where it gets even more interesting and more clear into how the traditional world perceives crypto. So the proposed Basel rules impose tests to ensure stablecoins are redeemable and their price doesn't deviate too much from par, and from par meaning in this case peg. Additionally, there are requirements for managing reserve assets. Based on the pricing tests alone, our assessment is that no current large stablecoin would pass the tests. In terms of reserve assets, the stablecoin provider would need to give weekly breakdowns of the backing assets. Although surprisingly, there only needs to be an external audit annually. To fully qualify as a lower risk stablecoin, the price cannot go below 99.9 cents on more than 3 days in 12 months. So To qualify as a lower risk stablecoin, the price cannot go below 99.9 cents on more than 3 days and 12 months. That's mind-boggling. Even the euro went below 99.9% versus the dollar. Was that backwards? I'm joking a little bit, but these rules are really strict. So a stablecoin outright fails the test if it drops below 99.8 cents more than 10 times during a year. We assume this is at any point during the day, but that's unclear. Yeah, that's also interesting because the market is 24 hours in crypto, and the traditional markets are only open during
well, working days, weekdays.
Yeah, it's ancient. Anyway, we have a 24-hour economy all over the world, and the dinosaurs are still only trading during office hours because otherwise they're going to get tired, I suppose. So using data from Messari, USDC, considered higher quality than Tether, would have failed both tests intraday, every day during the past month. Tether managed to pass on 6 out of the 30 days. However, at close, USDC would have failed the test just 4 times compared to 16 times for Tether. But extrapolating to a year, that's enough for both to be classed as a pure cryptocurrency. Blockchain data sources are notoriously inconsistent. So, on what data will the price assessment be made? And could the pricing be gamed by a competitor, posting some low price transactions? Recognizing that most permissionless stablecoins will fail these tests, the Basel committee asked for suggestions. It's also considering whether to waive these rules if the stablecoin is regulated. Tokenize traditional assets, apart from adding a 2.5% infrastructure risk surcharge, that's a new word. Apart from adding a 2.5 infrastructure risk surcharge to tokenize traditional assets, they're treated the same as conventional assets. However, the rules state they will be treated as a cryptocurrency if they, quote, first need to be redeemed or converted into traditional assets before they receive the same legal rights as direct ownership of traditional assets, end quote. They will be treated as a cryptocurrency if they first need to be redeemed or converted into traditional assets before they receive the same legal rights as direct ownership of traditional assets. Interesting. The cryptocurrency treatment also applies if they involve any additional counterparty risks. These traditional asset rules are likely to get tested soon, given the EU's DLT pilot regime. That's a hyperlink if somebody's interested. For securities comes into force early next year. Stablecoins redemption risk test, basis risk test. Basis risk test is about keeping its peg. Based on our assessment, all stablecoins will fail this test. The report also states it doubts that stablecoins on permissionless blockchains would pass its test. So
the writer lost his focus in the last part.
No, it's really poorly written because it literally reads the report also. Oh, the writer. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you pointed that at me.
No, the writer. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
like fuck it. That's the
offer. It paints a pretty compelling picture how crypto is faring when mirrored with the traditional markets. I mean, it's pretty easy if you own a currency, say you own the euro, let's call it Europe, we own the euro, and the United States own their dollar, then it's easy to say, stable coins need to remain blah 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 99.9%. That's pretty easy because no server ever has an uptime of 100%. It just doesn't happen. They can never claim that. They legally can't. So requiring that is, I think, maybe a little bit nasty, for lack of a better English word in my vocabulary right now. I mean, you can always create a test that anybody will always fail. But in this case, I also found it interesting that blockchains are notoriously inconsistent on pricing, and we always like to say code is law, and we is the mosquito.
There we go again.
We is the royal we in this case, and
You got it.
No, I didn't.
I should have a buzzer or something whenever that happens.
Yeah, exactly. So lost my train of thought. Fucking mosquitoes. No, it's me. I know. Should take
No, you were talking about code being law, and
oh yeah.
I mean, I do see the issue as well, because they say, well, basically, if a stablecoin drops, what was it, 99.9?
Yeah, it can drop 1%. Sorry, 1 cent, and no more than 4 times a year.
Oh, that's an issue. Because that virtually eliminates all stablecoins.
Yeah, that's what they said. It eliminates all the stablecoins. No one passed the test. Here, to fully qualify as a lower risk stablecoin, the price cannot go below 99.9 cents on more than 3 days in 12 months. A stablecoin outright fails the test if it drops below 99.8 cents more than 10 times during a year.
So that effectively means that no stablecoin will ever pass that test.
No, not necessarily ever, I think, but it's pretty interesting that they set these benchmarks, and I think it's kind of fair. I think it at least throws down the gauntlet to the owners, for lack of a better word, the issuers. That's the better word. The issuers of these stablecoins, and just be better. But the problem is obviously in crypto, it's very nascent. So there's not that much liquidity, and like I said earlier, if you have $100 billion, you can practically topple any mismanaged portfolio in the world and make money off of it. And the same goes for the stablecoins, but you don't need 100 billion. You just need a couple of well-placed millions in a market low. And obviously there's a lot of trading going on and in a specific time zones. So that's Europe and the United States, maybe in China, but there's always lose. If I want to make a trade, I'm going to make a trade in 2 hours because gas fees are low, because a lot of people are either asleep or just waking up. And it's pretty easy to depeg a token or coin in that time frame, I think, simply due to the low liquidity. Again, my opinion. I think I'm not sure, but it feels to me like that is a truth at least. But yeah, this is eye-opening, and also that's what I was going at, the inconsistencies, because we always say, yeah, code is law, and when it's on the blockchain, it's immutable, and it's all God knows what. But since everything is so decentralized in that way, I mean, traditional markets, the stocks that are on there, the equity, they are all managed centralized in a way. I mean, you can buy it on a certain exchange, but it still goes onto a centralized ledger. Here we have many different blockchains with different metrics. Tokens are spread all over, especially USDC, since it's probably an MLT. It's going to be on Solana, going to be on Polygon, going to be on the smart chain, going to be on Ethereum. So what will be the blockchain that we're going to check it on, and what time, when is market open, when is market close?
I think there are so many variables that it will be very, very difficult for all private companies to kind of meet those standards being set.
Yeah.
So that will probably imply that the only form, and it kind of makes sense, right? That of currency that will be accepted this way is going to be through CBDCs from, well, governments. And that makes a lot of sense, I think, if you ask me. Why would you
this is a
own
proposal
something that is being generated by companies, while you could also own something that is being generated by a state, which will not go bankrupt, which will exist?
Yeah.
Assuming it will exist, right?
Yeah, and in the background they'll use their CBDCs, their wholesale CBDCs regardless, because they don't need that many policy changes. They can just shake hands and do that. Would be dumb if they wouldn't. But for the more commercial side of things, business to business, whatever, they could potentially just use stablecoins. I mean, companies want to, because like we said in the previous episode, sending money is very costly. It is cheaper and quicker to go to the bank, withdraw 100,000 euros, put it in a suitcase, and take a plane to the United States. It's cheaper and quicker than sending it over the wire, which is stupid. It's fucking stupid. But stablecoins solve that. They have to be stable though. So that's where the issues begin. But there's so much upside, and I think, looping back to the previous episode, to having your own token within your company, to do those transfers with, and I'm talking QRC-20, just creating your own limitless supply stablecoin, if you will, and just do your internal business with that. It saves so much time and money, which can then be used by actually putting your money to work, and that's actually what it's supposed to be doing. So stablecoins are definitely, in my opinion, here to stay, and I think this is a little bit just slapping crypto in the face, giving it a wake-up call, especially with the 1250% backing. I think the Bitcoin maxis are turning in their basements. I mean, having one Bitcoin, you'd actually want Bitcoin the price to go down.
They'll be throwing their Mountain Dew across the room, I guess. Mountain Dew.
Anyway.
Okay. Yeah.
Enough on this. Interesting articles, links in the description. Is there anything else?
I think, let me show, it's not necessarily new. It's what we talked about last week. However, let me quickly grab this. Well, Jarno is gone, at least
mosquitoes.
For he's Jarno's still mosquito hunting here.
Bastards.
Okay, let me share. Yeah. Okay. Oh, kinds of stuff. And I'm looking here at the website, and I'm not sure if we showed this already. It could have been me sleeping, but have we?
Nope. No,
is this new?
This is fresh. Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. What it reads is, this is the website quant.network/product/tokenize. It reads: Overledger Tokenize creates secure digital tokens without writing a single line of code. Ready to take your first step into the future? And in the last episode, obviously, we maybe we've seen it, I'm not sure, but we showed you that within 15 clicks and a little bit of typing.
Yeah, well, I think last week it was so fresh that we didn't really cover the website.
No, we just dove in. Yeah.
Yeah, we just went for a deep dive.
This reads: any application, any blockchain, with its suite of smart contract templates designed by our experts and externally verified to the highest levels of security, Tokenize empowers you to create and deploy institutional grade tokens with ease and speed. We read this last week. Easy, fast, secure, and flexible. Scroll down a bit. Digitization done right. Digital assets, whether they be currencies, fractionalized equities, or even NFTs, are one of the largest growth areas in finance because they are typically easier, more secure, and less costly to manage than their physical counterparts. These digital assets are represented on a blockchain by so-called tokens.
Oh yeah, and if you click, there's a button below it, and it reads "Get Started," and then when you click that, it sends you to the same page.
Yeah.
Anyway, this website that we're looking at right now, it looks really cool, and
Yeah,
sure, in
animated.
terms of,
Yeah,
it's really sweet.
It's like a vault door kind of thing.
Yeah. All these animations, and then it reads the challenge, and you have a text about, well, the underlying challenge that needs to be tackled. And it reads, the problem with tokens is that there are smart contracts. The underlying method of creating and managing the tokens are frequently the target of intelligent attackers. One single vulnerability in this contact, isn't it a contract? That's a typo.
Oopsie.
Uh-oh.
Write that down.
And a contract can
yeah. We'll set up an email. Oh, Gil, if you're watching this, I know you're watching, bro. Get it sorted.
Get it sorted. Can result or hire me as a writer. I'll do it for 50 quant a week. One single, it's only 50, man. Come on. One single vulnerability in a contract can result in millions in losses for an unsuspecting token user.
Issuer.
Creating issuer, sorry, guys, I'm toast. Creating a truly secure contract, then auditing and verifying it properly before finally deploying it across blockchains requires deep understanding of smart contracts. This is costly and time consuming. So, as we showed you last week, Quant came up with this solution. You just pay them, 10K for tier 1, 18K for tier 2.
Over 9,000!
Yes, and they solve it for you. And then, well, that's what the next part reads. So digitalize any asset with ease, and then it just goes into what we showed you last week.
Yeah.
And then it reads get started, and it either gives you the option to go for enterprise or developers. And then with enterprise, it reads, please contact us. And with developers, it reads, please sign up for our developer portal. That's cool.
Yeah, and if you already have a developer account, or if you don't have one, you can go to developers.quant.network. And if you already have one, you can go to connect.quant.network, and you can then fiddle around with the tokens. So you can see the blockchains that are supported right now, and like I said, fiddle around with it.
Yeah, it's cool, right?
Definitely.
And then it reads Overledger integrates our core is our gateway's core API. It enables you to create blockchain applications that will run on any chain faster, cheaper, and without the need for specialist development staff. You click on find out more. Have we discussed this? Overledger any? I feel like we haven't really looked into the new website that much, or did we?
Not really sure.
I am not sure, actually. I mean, the thing with all of this is it's not new. It's not necessarily a new thing. I mean, for us, but the way they bring it, the way they present it, the way they visualize it, that is new.
Yeah,
that is really cool. And I mean, even a noob, it's fresh, and I think serious clients will understand, and even crypto schnitzels will kind of like the idea. Well, it's not like it's not technical, boring content. It is easy to understand.
Yeah, bite size as much as you can get it.
Yeah, it's kind of perfectly fit for like millennials and boomers, even for boomers. Like, I don't know how to use a computer, but I do have a credit card. And it kind of works. So that's brilliant. Oh, talking about credit cards, there was this discussion. I think we kind of need to address it still, and we also addressed it in the Dutch episode, and I think we should do it here too. That has to do with the payments. So last week, in last week's episode, we showed you the different tiers and the price of an annual license, the right to use QRC-20 for a year.
Yeah.
And
the services that come with it.
Yeah, and then we didn't really go into the payment options. I think that was a day later.
Yeah.
Because we were still uncovering. We were not sure if we would be doxing ourselves live on stream. So we didn't do it. But then the next day, people actually dove further, and they discovered that you can pay with credit card.
Yeah.
And then you pay it to Quant Network directly. However, there were some questions, because first there was the question whether the option. No, I'm saying this wrong. So first, the question was whether the payment that you make gets converted automatically into QNT. And well,
automatically.
I mean, by the treasury, right? That it gets converted by the treasury into QNT. And the second question is, why is there no option to pay in QNT directly? Why is there no option to connect your MetaMask? And I think we need to go into this.
You have to connect your MetaMask. You cannot not connect your MetaMask.
Okay.
I also did that episode because you cannot continue without it, and that might be because of token distribution, or for the future to make payments. Could also be to verify identity. I'm not sure on that last bit. But there's no option to pay in QNT right now, and I think that has to do with their aspiring customers. I think they now you have to be KYC to have a developer account. I'm not sure. I have no clue.
I mean,
not sure.
It would make sense that it has to do only to do with their customers, right? There would be, if it was up to me, there would be multiple payment options, one of them being QNT.
Yeah, it's a beta. It's a beta still.
Yeah, true. It's not fully developed.
But I also think that most clients would want to pay in fiat. Most people don't want to touch the filthy, nasty, smelly crypto tokens.
No, because then you would go. You literally have to go on Uniswap.
Yeah.
I mean, if you were to do that, I mean, sure. If that is up to me, please add that option. It would be really cool. On the other hand, it is really difficult, because then you first need to go to an exchange. You would need to buy QNT tokens. Then you would need to withdraw the QNT tokens to the address on the Ethereum network to an address of Quant. So you cannot make typos, and you would have to KYC yourself in the exchange, and you would have to KYC yourself with Quant Network. Then you would have to send the QNT tokens to the website.
You need to explain to the taxman.
You will need to explain that to the taxman. Then you will need to pay the fee of the Ethereum network, which could
twice.
Yeah.
Once to send it to your MetaMask, and then once to send it to Quant.
And currently, Vitalik is kind of a nice guy, but I remember people paying over $700-800 in fees. So there are some very legitimate reasons to not be wanting to pay this in QNT. On the other hand, me being the crypto snitchel that I am, I would love to have it.
Yeah,
but it's just not practical.
It's not there yet. But on the other hand, I mean, if you look at my DCA, it'd be very attractive in the future to just pay for this for a year with QNT. Not gonna lie, but no, it's not there yet. Doesn't mean
I wouldn't pay in QNT though. I mean, you're literally giving away your QNT for a service. I wouldn't do that personally, but that's just me. I would just literally pay in a fiat currency, because then you know at least what you're throwing away. Whereas when you pay with crypto, the underlying value might completely increase. So you would become the 10,000 Bitcoin pizza guy,
Yeah.
right? I would always pay in fiat, but
I
that's
bought a
just
Gilbert painting for 21 Quant. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, sure, that's nice,
know,
but I wouldn't pay such a
No.
serious service with your. It's not financial advice, but
No, I
either
didn't pay
way,
21 QT. I paid 5. I can't remember even.
either way, I
Who
would
cares?
pay in fiat personally.
Yeah, okay. But it's a beta version. It's not there yet.
Or a CBDC in the future, taking away all my privacy.
It will
Control me.
It will
Sorry.
come, and the other hand, in the back end, is it being converted to QNT? I said yes. I said I'm pretty sure because it is a service. It is a license. It's recurring. I think it falls under the umbrella of token utility. I think it falls under the umbrella of licensing costs, licensing fees locked in the treasury because it is all on the OVL OVN. But I spoke with Bas from the developer, and he's like, I'm not so sure. And he said maybe you don't want to shut the door on that too quickly. It's in Dutch it's called occupational deformation or something like that. We get a lot of FUD all the time on token utility and stuff. And maybe I went a little bit short on shutting the door on these questions. I think these questions are still valid in a way. I'm just getting sick and tired of needing to explain that it is not common practice to repeat everything that is unchanged every year. But in this case, it could very well be the case that this is a separate service of which the costs go directly, sorry, the proceeds go directly into the treasury. Possibly. We didn't get confirmation on this bit. I still feel in my gut that Gilbert will do the right thing. But it is it is solely based on my perception of what is a license, what is utility, and how everything works. I'm considering of sending the team an email.
We might. Why not send the team an email live on the show? That would be a.
Because my spelling is terrible now.
I mean, we have an email address, thequamfyshow@gmail.com. that would be shenanigans.
Let me pull that up. Do some talking.
But actually, this is the kind of banter I would love on the show.
What is it? Support.
Well, at least they have a typo, so they need to respond because first they have a typo on their website, and second we have a request.
Where was that again? Let me see. Quant.
We have a legitimate case. this is gonna be fun.
Yeah. We found a typo, and while you're at it,
now we have your attention.
Where was that? Was that how products?
Wait a second. It's oh dear, where is this?
Welcome to the Quamfy Show, ladies and gentlemen, where we
drag
everything out. We make mistakes all the time. We screw everything up. We get fucking demonetized all the time.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Let's see. Compliance issue security.
Oh yeah, I found it.
Give me the link.
I'll show you. It's literally here. So we have to overload the Tokenise website. I'll put it in the chat for you if you like. Okay, I'll put it in the chat briefly. Overload Tokenise, and then you have this part here. It reads the challenge, and in that bit of text you find this. It reads contact. One single vulnerability in the contact can result in millions in losses for an unsuspecting token user. That should be contract, not contact. I'll share the link with you, Jarno. You can put it.
I have it. Let's see.
Are you willing
email.
to share the email, or
Yeah, I'm
are
gonna
we
do it
not
in a
doing
bit.
this?
I don't want to dox our inbox.
That's fine.
Hold on, let me think. Where do we go with questions? Contact.
Welcome to the.
You want me to do it on the website? How can we help? Country, meh. Let's see. Sorry, guys, figuring this out. Tim, do some talking.
That's fine. Yeah, sure.
Because
Welcome to the.
do we want to use their form? No, I'm a
Yeah,
journalist.
you want to, right? I mean, you want to contact them because you found an issue on their website.
Yes. I like it more using our email, but okay.
It's good fun. I mean, we're genuinely helping the team out. So, and we subscribe to their newsletter, which they, by the way, also sent in the email. We might actually show people the newsletters that now were added that Quant is sending out. One thing at a time, though. I mean,
I want to add
I
want to add a screenshot because usually I send it from my own email address when I have feedback on the thing on the website.
Yeah.
Support at Quant Network, that will work, right?
Yeah. But why send it? We can send it from the Quamfy Show account, or are you against it?
No, I'll do it. Typo on the website and a quick question. Well,
Jarno is typing and thinking. I'm just taking over the talking. Actually, thanks for the last episode, guys. We had like, last time I checked, we had like 750 views on YouTube and a couple hundred downloads on all the audio platforms. Amazing support, really. It's great to see the number go up. I'm a little ape when it comes to that. I see number go up. It's really good. Feeds the dopamine in my brain. No. All jokes aside, it's really great to see more people engaging with our content, and that really gives some satisfaction because we are putting in a lot of work. We've been doing it consistently, and it's really great to see that being rewarded more and more. In the meantime, you see Jarno thinking, and oh, lovely. He is putting in the work.
Dear team, while we were browsing the website, while creating content for our love Grammarly. If you don't have Grammarly, use it. While creating content for our channels, the Quamfy Show. We noticed a typo on.
Oh no!
Oh no! On the page that is highlighted. Also, in our previous episode, a question got asked pertaining to the token economics.
Imagine reading this email and like, damn, I kind of need to respond to this because those guys are giving me input, and at the same time, it's just a really cheeky attempt.
In a previous episode, a question got asked pertaining to the token economics of the new QRC-20 Tokenise feature. are the fees paid
In
by
QT.
customers? What's the word?
Customers, QT.
Nah, what is being happened? Jesus, what happens?
Ooh,
It's being switched. It's being converted.
converted,
That's the word.
converted into QT.
Into $QT and locked for the duration of the license as with OVL, OVN, RCG licenses,
We are
question mark. Let's see. So in our previous episode, a question got asked pertaining to the token economics of the new QRC-20 Tokenise feature. Are the fees paid by customers converted into QT? 1. 2. Will it, open question, when would it be possible to pay for the license fee in QT directly? Because
we did it. I love how we're actually
we would very much appreciate. No, this is always difficult for me. How do you end a mail like this? Tim, can you help me out?
how do you best guys from the Quamfy show?
Love the new
The best Tim and Jarno, I would say.
love the new website.
Just say best Tim and Jarno. Just keep it informal. I'm like, who the hell are Tim and Jarno? And then they look up and they will get beamed into the. They might actually just listen this while they're coding the new O-Fletcher stuff.
And like, what the fuck are they doing? Did you check the inbox? We got an email from the Quamfy show.
I mean, technically, we could be making a podcast for them in the office. I mean, when I'm working, it's kind of calming hearing us talk while you're just doing your work, chores, emails. They're just coding. Hopefully, they're coding gateways at the moment, and they're just listening to us. That would be great shenanigans.
Kindly, Jarno. Can I spell my name still? Nope. Jarno.
Please
and Tim
don't screw up.
at the Quamfy show.
Yeah. Ooh, and we also create a cliffhanger during this because next week we might have an answer. Ooh. We probably don't, but we do create cliffhanger. We're adding all the spice here. We did it with Undying Nobody. Now we're doing it with sending the team an email.
Okay. So let me see if I can blow this up. Support at Quant Network. What is all doxed? Is there anything doxed here? No. So share a screen. Is there absolutely nothing doxed? Support we noticed the typo on the page that is highlighted. Contacts should likely be contracts. Okay, so here we go. This is what I came up with. Dear team, firstly, we love the new website. So we love the new website. While we were browsing the website, while creating content 2 times while, that's pretty annoying.
Yeah.
For a channel.
Okay, for a channel, we noticed the typo on the page that is highlighted. Contacts should likely be contracts. In our previous episode, a question got asked pertaining to token economics of the new QRC-20 Tokenise feature.
Are the fees paid by customers? Go ahead.
No.
Okay. Go.
Are the fees paid by customers converted into QNT and locked for the duration of the license, as with OVL, OVN, RCG licenses? And 2, when will it be possible for the fee to pay for the license fee in QNT directly? Sorry, it's really small on my screen. Thank you, kindly. Jarno and Tim, the Quamfy Show. Send it.
Done.
Did you see what I did there? Send it.
Yep.
Let's fucking go. Okay.
So that's done.
That's done. And with that bombshell, I would actually like to round it up.
Yeah.
It's been a fun episode.
It was.
It was kind of an emergency episode. I have a barbecue tomorrow. I completely forgot. It's not logical to do such a thing on a Thursday. Like a barbecue and drinks and stuff. And then for some reason I thought it was on Friday, but it turned out to be on Thursday, and I knew, but I kind of forgot about it. And then this morning I was like, oh yeah.
That's what agendas
not really helpful.
are for.
Yeah.
It will probably happen to me at some time as well, man. Don't worry about it. Okay.
So we still did it. That's really good.
Yeah. Everybody, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for listening. Please do us a solid, engage with our content. We really appreciate that, and it helps us out so much. Hit us up on the Telegram if you're on the podcast right now. Don't do it while driving. And for now, any suggestions, other things you have pertaining to whatever you want, let us know, and we'll try and do our best to treat it with attention.
Yeah, thanks for all the engagement, guys.
Yeah,
I'll be have some new stuff for Quant updates coming that will launch very soon. I just have some issues getting it into Instagram. I mean, it's not very difficult, but it's always a bit painstaking. Sometimes a post might take up to 2 hours of just me messing up with screenshots and stuff.
Instagram is shit.
It's a really annoying platform, but it's also very interesting. By the way, did we win? I'm sorry. Are we winning? Oh yeah, we. Oh, you can still vote. I mean, you could still vote.
What are you talking about?
Because at this point, it's already expired.
There
is this. And you're listening to this on Friday, so then we finally know.
Oh, I got another responder. Request received. Your request has been received. It's being reviewed by our support staff. Here's what you reported. To add additional comments, reply to this email. So
nice.
At least support at Quant Network worked.
Yeah. No. To get this. Oh, I can show you probably. Can I show this? No, we're not done. I'm sorry, guys.
Welcome again to the Quamfy Show, where nothing goes as planned.
No. Let me.
That's part of our charm.
Let me get this straight. Yeah. I am sorry, guys.
It's okay. Better be good, dude.
Yeah, it better be good. No, I mean, we're in the dark last sections of the show where the magic usually. Okay. If you're still here, you're just here for the shenanigans, I guess.
Oh.
Okay. Oh dear. Okay. Let me. No. Yeah. You can. Okay. Here we go. Oh, I need to share my screen. What is it? Jarno's laughing.
I'm dying, dude.
Okay. Oh no. Can you see this?
Yeah. Oh God. It's Polygon versus Quant.
Yes, and this is
about
on
apples and oranges.
Yeah, this is on a page called CoinSpread, So I'm now going to officially vote for. Oh, I already voted for Quant because I cannot vote in the browser.
Liar.
I cannot vote. I cannot vote here. I'm bashing the button.
Oh.
I'll do it this way. Quant. Okay.
Quant cunt.
Anyways, this is a token tournament hosted by CoinSpread, which is just an upcoming crypto page on Instagram, and they are doing this best crypto project tournament. They did it last year. We finished second. We lost to Omi, I think. That's an NFT platform. People were more bullish on Omi than Quant, and they won the tournament. Does it still exist? Let's look up Omi in a bit. Anyways, they're doing this crypto tournament, and now our first round is against Polygon. Then it's I think Algorand versus Cardano, Aave against Xinfin, XTC, Helium against VXV, Solana against XRP. Then 2 coins I don't know. Oh, one is what is it? The
Omi, is that moves now?
No, I think it's still. Anyways, in some other cryptos. Yeah. That's pretty cool. Check it out.
I just clicked OMI in CoinGecko.
Yeah. Let's go to CoinGecko for a bit.
This
is the page for it. Yeah, but I'm sharing my screen, right?
Yeah, that's right. But I can't find Omi.
Omi. Is it Ecomi?
Probably. That one I found.
No, I don't think it's Omi NFTs, right? Omi NFT. So.
Yeah, Ecomi. Okay.
Yeah, Fefe. Yeah, that's Ecomi. Let's see how Ecomi is done. Oh wait, let's go back. 1 year. Oh dear, that's a. Actually, this is. Oh, it's worse. it's actually been. Yeah, this is worse than Quant.
It has 816k volume.
Yeah, it's done worse than Quant. That's interesting.
It's minus 90, minus 90%. 89. What's Quant do? What's Quant going to do?
Minus 90%.
Minus 85.5 are we right now.
Okay, so on Instagram we lost to that coin, but yeah, let's see if we can push the Quant army to win the tournament this time. Let's see. I was really salty back then when we lost to Omi. I was like, but how the hell do we lose?
The contest is done when the people watch this video.
Yeah, I mean that's round 1. I think we will easily get round 1. Will we make it to the finals and become the winner?
If you're on the gram, do your voting.
Yeah.
Do your job.
Yes. Show your service for the community. Exactly. And while you do that, press the like button. Subscribe if you haven't done so. Push the notification bell. Also on Spotify, Apple Podcasts.
Who pulls off a tank top better, Greg or I? That was a question in the Quamfy Lounge today.
Oh yeah. Who's doing it better? Let us know in the comments.
Catch you on
Jarno
the next
or
one.
Greg. I'm fun and Greg.
Stay Quamfy.
Stay Quamfy.